What's up, Calamajammers? Common Carlton here. So honestly, I was supposed to make this video a while ago, but you know me, I love procrastinating. So I'm just gonna get into it. So we all know what Undertale is, right? If I'm being honest, I remember way back when the game was first announced, the fandom was genuinely huge. Believe it or not, for a little while at least, I was super duper into the Undertale fansubs when I was like 10. I remember the one time I tried to play it was on my mother's really shitty work laptop. As it crashed the entire thing as it spontaneously combusted. And I didn't get to play it again until years later. But we'll get to that, But yeah, if you're around during like, in the script I wrote 2016. If you were around during 2016, you would know that there was an onslaught of animation memes, comic dubs, and fan animations. The fanbooks I remember the most were these ones, and I've actually been watching one of them, Ask for Some Company, like concurrently, just for this video. And honestly, it's the most 2016 thing I've like ever seen, but I love it so much. But anyways, for some reason, I never really bothered trying to play Undertale again after, the PC incident. Even when it came to consoles. My best friend at the time, Caden, was always obsessed with it. And like, I was so obsessed with Sonic, so like, well, who do you think I am? Like, a few years later, I actually bought Undertale on my PS4, and I played up to Snowden, and then I completely forgot I owned the game. I'm sorry. I have this really bad habit of buying games and just never playing them. Like, look at my Steam library. With this in mind, I ended up buying Undertale like 3 separate times without having playing it once. Embarrassing! Oh my god. But fast forward to 2025, I tabled next to Paraco Jaws, and she also enticed me to play Undertale, and I jokingly said, heh, I'll give it a shot. And then I went home and played Fortnite or something. I don't know. Months later, I was just being my usual unemployed bomb self, bored out of my mind, until I realized I still hadn't played Undertale. And I was low-key kind of tired of playing Splatoon 3 and like solo queue and getting like destroyed because I had like the worst teammates in the man. So I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll give it a go. Getting into the game, I didn't really expect that much, but at the same time I kind of did, if that makes sense. I kind of already knew how the game would play out because of like Sir Pella's animations from like 2015. But at the same time, everybody was like glazing this game, saying it was like the greatest thing ever. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy. If you're watching this video, I'm gonna assume that you've already played Undertale. I won't really like pry on what I did and didn't do, since I'm pretty sure most people's playthroughs are the exact same, especially if it's a true pacifist run, which is the only run I did. The only run in the game, by the way. But I was completely blind up until the Undyne fight. But let me tell you, man, this game, I was not prepared for how funny this game was. Like, Papyrus and Burger Pants are my favorite characters for that reason alone. As I got through the game, I started to get a little bored. Okay, now hear me out. I got the whole spare everyone thing, but then I was questioning, oh, why make an RPG if you can't even fight people? I was still very much enjoying the game. Going on dates with Papyrus and Undyne and experiencing Santa's diet and Marathon's boss fight were honestly a highlight for me. After that, I'm faced with King Asgore, and I didn't really know what to expect from this fight until he lunges his spear into the mercy button, forcing you to fight him. So I was sparing him for like an hour and a half. I did not know what I was supposed to be doing until I went onto Reddit and it said I actually had to fight him, so I was like, oh, okay. And honestly, absolute cinema, bro. Honestly, this fight was kicking my ass for a while, but I eventually got through it. And then I fought a Mega Flower, which caught me by surprise, and that was honestly such a good boss fight. It's so peak. Now, at this point, I thought the game was over, and I had to play through the entire game again to get true pacifist. Why did I read that like that? Okay. Thank God that wasn't the case though, because if I'm being honest, if I had to do that, I think I might have dropped the game. But if I did that, I wouldn't have experienced how peak this game truly was. I remember Caden telling me something about a true lab or whatever. I didn't have anything to do with loop loops or gold rings, so I was like, I don't know, I wasn't really listening, but I understand now. I honestly thought that Alphys was pretty cool before, but I never realized how sad she truly was. She's just like me for real. True Lab was genuinely kind of disturbing though, seeing all these monsters so desperate to get out of the underground to the point where they're willing to mutilate themselves to make it happen. Crazy stuff. Now my memory from here on out is honestly kind of fuzzy, but for the sake of time, I'm just gonna say that Alphys' date with Undyne was super cute and move on to the true final boss. Like I said, I'd already seen Sir Pella's parody of the pacifist in the years prior when I was like 9-ish. Was I 9? I was 9, 10-ish. 9, 10, 11-ish. I don't know. So I kind of already knew what to expect, except for the emotional aspect. You see, all of your friends, the people you come to love and trust, get thrusted into a prison within their own minds because of Flowey. What the freak, man? I was low-key stressing out because of this fight though, because I had no heals, but I kept fighting. Freeing all my friends who were trapped and having them cheer me on as I was fighting to save the monster world shook something within me. The pure positive energy emitting from this fight spoke to me in a way no game has before. So after I beat the final boss, I felt so accomplished. I walked through the entirety of the underground talking to every single monster to see how they would react to finally being free. Although I forgot to say bye to Napster Bluke, I'm so sorry. But yeah, as the final cutscene plays and the credits rolled, I realized I had never cried while playing a video game before. I mean, unless you're counting Mario Sunshine from how bad it is, but you know, this was so new to me. But I think I knew why. Undertale capitalized on something I never thought I needed to see: the true meaning of friendship. From this game, I learned that I was never truly alone. Even when I was at my lowest, I still had people that were there for me, even when I didn't want them to be. It taught me that no matter what, you'll always be able to meet new people and make new connections. It taught me how to love myself and the people around me, because no matter what you go through, despite everything, it's still you. This game is so good. But another thing that I realized is that I should have played this game so much sooner. What was I doing? Bro, I don't even remember what I was doing at 14, bro. Like, being a Sonic fan, what was he doing back then? Being mediocre? What is he doing right now? He's still being mediocre. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm just... This game, honestly, I didn't get it before, but this game honestly means a lot to me. It's a game that I thought I'd never play, to a game that's probably in my top 5 games of all time. Right behind Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension for the Nintendo Wii. Now, while I was playing Undertale, a bunch of people were asking me to play Deltarune as well. And like, I mean, I'm a broke artist, so there's no way that's ever gonna happen. Whoa, story of Undertale.